It's been a journey. It's been hard. Seeing the love of your life suffering for the last 3 years, it's been really hard.
Celine Dion is well known for her unmatched talent, resilience, and timeless melodies. From the mind-blowing fame of her career to the heartbreaking lows of personal loss, Celine's journey has captivated the world.
I did not take the time. I should have stopped. Take the time to figure it out.
After facing a major challenge, Celine is back into the spotlight to pursue even deeper purposes. However, in a surprising turn of events, Celine makes a huge announcement.
You know, it's not hard to take time off. It's not hard to be with him, obviously. It's not hard to be with the family and the kids. It's hard because life imposes things on you.
Praying millions of people watch this. What could compel this music icon to issue a heartfelt prayer to millions? And what exactly is she drawing our attention to? Join us as we uncover the reason behind Celine Dion's emotional plea to the world. But before we dive in, let us explore Celine's early years and struggles. Celine Dion's early struggles and resilience. Celine Dion was born in Charlemagne, Quebec, a small town about 24 kilometers northeast of Montreal. She was the youngest of 14 children. Growing up, she often wore secondhand clothes and shared a bed with several sisters. As an infant, she slept in a drawer instead of a crib to save money. At school, classmates teased her, calling her vampire because of her teeth and slender frame. Local magazines even nicknamed her Canine Dion during her teenage years in the spotlight. She often talked about rushing home after school to make music with her family in the basement. Dion disliked school and wrote about it in her autobiography. She said, "I hated school. I lived among adults and older children, learning everything from them. For me, real life was with them." Raised in a Roman Catholic family, Dion described her home as poor but joyful. Music was central to her family life. Her name, Celine, came from a song by French singer Hugues Aufray. On August 13, 1973, she sang publicly for the first time at her brother Michel's wedding, performing Christine Charbonneau's song Du fil des aiguilles et du coton. Dion continued singing with her siblings at her parents' piano bar, Le Vieux Baril, meaning the old barrel. She faced several accidents as a child. At age 5, she was struck by a car while her father and brother Clément watched. She suffered a concussion, but recovered after a short hospital stay. From a young age, she dreamed of becoming a singer. In a 1994 interview, she said, "I missed my family and home, but I don't regret giving up my youth. My dream was to sing." Dion also participated in Girl Guides of Canada programs as a child in Quebec. At 12, Dion wrote her first song, Ce n'était qu'un rêve. It was only a dream, with help from her mother and brother Jacques. Her brother Michel sent the recording to music manager René Angelil, whose name he found on a Jeanette Reynaud album. Angelil, moved by her voice, decided to mentor her. In 1981, he mortgaged his house to produce her first record, La Voix du Bon Dieu, which became a hit in Quebec and made Dion a star. Her fame grew globally after winning the 1982 Yamaha World Popular Song Festival in Tokyo. She won both the Top Performer Award and the Best Song Gold Medal for Tellement j'ai d'amour pour toi. By 1983, Dion became the first Canadian to earn a gold record in France for her song D'amour ou d'amitié, of love or friendship. She also won Felix Awards, including Best Female Performer and Discovery of the Year. In 1988, Dion represented Switzerland in the Eurovision Song Contest with Ne partez pas sans moi. She won the competition by a narrow margin. At 18, after watching Michael Jackson perform, she told Angelil she wanted global stardom like his. Though confident in her talent, Angelil knew her image needed an update. Dion took a break, during which she had dental surgery, and attended Berlitz School to learn English. During the 1989 Incognito tour, she strained her voice and sought advice from Dr. William Gould. He warned her to either rest her voice completely for 3 weeks or undergo surgery. Dion chose to rest and began vocal training with William Riley. Her first English album, Unison, in 1990, gained her recognition in North America. Her 1993 album, The Color of My Love, brought her international fame. Dion's success soared in the 1990s with albums like Falling Into You in 1996 and Let's Talk About Love in 1997, both certified diamond in the US. So how did Celine transform her pain into a powerful calling? And what emotional plea did she share with the world? Keep watching to find out. The message that changed everything. Celine Dion first met René Angelil, her future manager and husband, in 1980. She was 12 and he was 38. Dion's brother, Michel, had sent Angelil a demo of Ce n'était qu'un rêve, a song written by Dion, her mother Thérèse, and her brother Jacques. Over the years, Angelil guided her to stardom in Francophone countries. On December 17, 1994, Dion and Angelil married at Notre Dame Basilica in Montreal. They renewed their wedding vows on January 5, 2000, in Las Vegas. Later that year, Dion underwent 2 minor procedures at a New York fertility clinic to increase her chances of pregnancy. After deciding on in vitro fertilization, Dion gave birth to their first son, René Charles, on January 25, 2001. In 2009, Dion experienced a miscarriage. The following year, after 6 rounds of in vitro fertilization, she announced her pregnancy. On October 23, 2010, Dion gave birth to twin boys via cesarean section at St. Mary's Medical Center in Florida. The twins were named Eddie after French songwriter Eddie Marnay, and Nelson after Nelson Mandela. Dion and her newborns appeared on the cover of Hello Magazine's December 9, 2010 Canadian edition. On January 14, 2016, Angelil passed away at 73 due to throat cancer. His funeral was held on January 22nd at Notre Dame Basilica in Montreal, the same place where they had wed 21 years earlier. René Charles, their eldest son, delivered a eulogy just 3 days before turning 15. After Angelil's death, Dion became the sole owner and president of her management and production companies, CDA Productions and Les Productions Feeling. Tragically, 2 days after her husband's passing, Dion's brother Daniel died of cancer at the age of 59, on what would have been Angelil's birthday. Dion was thrust into a ball of pain, mourning both her husband and her brother. Recalling her husband's final words to her before his passing was what gave her hope to move on and be strong for their kids. As the days passed, she improved, however. The pain of losing a loved one never goes away. Continuing to live her life, Celine gains more fame and recognition in her career, with her oldest song following in her footsteps as a musician. But what hidden truth inspired Celine's songs that touched countless hearts? Let's find out. The secrets behind Celine Dion's song. Although Celine grew up in a poor family, she always emphasized that she grew up in a happy home filled with love. After publicly singing for the first time at her brother's wedding, it was evident that she had found her calling. She later claimed that the secret behind her songs was love. The love she shared with her family, their unwavering support, and steady commitment to each other. Many critics believed Celine was only trying to elevate her family out of poverty, but that wasn't the case. One of her famous tracks, The Power of Love, highlights how powerful love is and how it can move mountains. It symbolizes Celine's love for her family and her determination to let the world know that such love exists. Indeed, there is power in love. So what was the reason for Celine Dion's emotional plea to the world? Stay tuned to find out. Celine Dion's plea to the world. Celine Dion went on CNN's Larry King Live in September 2005 to explain her $1 million donation to the American Red Cross, which was intended to support the residents of New Orleans following Hurricane Katrina's damage. During the interview, Dion said, "Take a kayak," implying that every attempt should be made to rescue those stranded in New Orleans. This remark was welcomed with derision, with several opponents pointing out her seemingly unsophisticated approach to tackling the problem. She criticized various levels of government for not doing enough to help the citizens of New Orleans, many of whom were African American. Dion also surprisingly defended those looting stores, expressing a radical view. "Some of these people are so poor they've never had anything. Let them have something for once," she said. Dion's focus was on the urgency of rescuing the people left behind. "It's unacceptable that there are people still waiting to be saved," she added. She questioned why the government could quickly send planes to destroy lives in other countries, yet fail to adequately serve its own people. "We need to serve our country. Serving our country means rescuing the rest of the people right now," Dion passionately argued. "Maybe I'm not thinking with my head, I'm speaking with my heart." The interview ended with Dion singing an emotional a cappella version of her duet with Andrea Bocelli. The prayer, singing, "I pray you'll be all right. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. I pray we'll find your light. Give us faith so we'll be safe." Celine's plea helped keep the spotlight on Hurricane Katrina's damage and generated relief funds for the victims. Her sincerity in calling for help encouraged significant responses from other celebrities and cooperation alike in the recovery effort. This act she performed ensured that the victims of Hurricane Katrina were not forgotten. But could Celine's health challenges reveal a deeper and more personal mission? Let's find out. Celine Dion's health struggles, her journey of resilience and advocacy. On the 22nd of March 2018, Celine Dion's management team revealed that she had been experiencing hearing irregularities for 12 to 18 months, caused by a condition called patulous eustachian tube. Despite trying eardrop medications, Dion would undergo a minimally invasive procedure to address the issue.
Yeah, and you have to either find the strength and find your own courage to go through it.
Throughout her career, Dion's slim figure has fueled allegations about eating problems, which she has constantly rejected. She said, "I don't have an eating problem, and there's nothing more I can say about it." She also underlined the physical demands of her job, stating, "I wouldn't have been able to perform up to 100 shows a year and travel constantly if I had been eating too much or too little." Dion has often shared how she was bullied at school, feeling insecure in her early years in the industry. "I wasn't pretty, I had dental issues, and I was very skinny. I didn't fit the mold." To maintain her physical health, Dion took up ballet, trained by Naomi Steichman, a former dancer with the National Ballet of Canada and La 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 Human Steps. She collaborated with Pepe Munoz, a former Cirque du Soleil performer and member of her style crew. In addition to ballet, Dion enjoys skiing and watching her son René Charles play hockey. Dion revealed in December 2022 that she was diagnosed with stiff person syndrome, a neurological disease that affects her muscles. By June 2024, she revealed in People magazine that she had struggled with various mysterious symptoms for 17 years before receiving the diagnosis in August 2022. It was also disclosed that Dion had been under the care of Dr. Amanda Piquet, an autoimmune neurology specialist, for 2 years at the University of Colorado Anschutz Medical Campus. Dion's charitable foundation donated $2 million to support autoimmune neurology research at the campus for 5 years. With Dr. Piquet's help, Dion shared that she was already working on rebuilding her voice and preparing to return to the stage. Celine later made a comeback at the 2024 Paris Olympics opening ceremony. It was the first time in 3 years people heard her perform. Her return to the spotlight left the crowd speechless and in awe. What are your thoughts on Celine Dion's challenging musical journey and her plea to the world concerning Hurricane Katrina's victims? Let us know in the comments section below. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it interesting. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the next video shown on your screen to catch up on your favorite celebrity stories. See you there.